All right, welcome everyone to our Monday night team call. I am super excited tonight to share with you guys a fun exercise on discovering our ideal teammates, identifying our ideal teammate. Someone had kind of posed this practice, this exercise to me, and she made a point to say that it's not the perfect teammate, it's the ideal teammate, because nobody's perfect. We all have strengths, we all have weaknesses, and tonight we're going to get to explore all of that and collaborate and share together to come to ideas of what we want to attract to our team. So tonight's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be interactive. It's going to be really about unlimited possibilities. And so I need you guys to participate in order to make this a really fruitful experience for all of us. And so tonight, the first thing we're going to do is kind of get our minds centered and refocus. You know, there's a million things probably happening around you, kids, family, life, and we're just going to focus and recenter. And so to do that, we're going to do some breathing exercises. And I really think that when you can recenter and focus on something, it just opens your mind to new possibilities and new ideas can flow. And so I want you guys to close your eyes. We're going to do 2 breathing exercises just to kind of calm our day, calm from the day. So close your eyes. And we're going to take a deep breath. We're going to breathe in possibility. And we're going to exhale restriction. We're going to breathe in joy. We're going to exhale fear. And those are just some things you can do on your own when you're in the midst of your day and you need to be bold, or you need to be reminded of something, or you need to open your mind. Just breathe in possibility, exhale restriction, breathe in joy, and exhale fear. And it can just make you feel calm and good, and kind of like you can just tackle something new. And so we're going to start out with a group brainstorm exercise. And the first exercise is as follows. So I want you guys to, on your paper, describe for me some of your favorite national marketing directors or your favorite Juice Plus reps that you have access to. Maybe it's someone that you met at a conference. Maybe it's someone you follow on social media. Tell me, these are people that inspire you. Tell me some of their attributes, their qualities, the things you really enjoy about them, the things you admire about them. So you don't have to put names down, but I want you to tell me about them, describe them. What characteristics do they exhibit? Maybe what's their personality or like? What's their work ethic like? What's their, they walk into a room, what is it about them that makes you smile or is attractive to you? So I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to put my timer on. I'm going to give you guys a minute to go through this and start writing down some things. All right. So I want to know, what are some of the things that you guys wrote down. So just unmute yourself and share a couple of the things that you wrote down that you have experienced in some of these people that you're thinking of.
Humble, honest, bold, real, relatable, and confident.
Okay. Real, relatable, and what?
Confident.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see these. Okay.
I put faith first, unashamed of their beliefs, active and honest.
I put fearless, confident, driven, and passionate.
Awesome. Who else?
I put loves to talk, not afraid to give up corporate, shares from the heart.
Shares from the heart. Okay. Who else has? Anyone else have something? I put energetic, kind, positive, believer, self-starter, disciplined, and visionary.
Are you dressed?
Anybody else want to share? Okay. So we'll go ahead to the next exercise. So that's great. So we're already coming up with a really great list. These are just attributes that you have seen successful people that you admire have. And so this is going to be the start of a list that you can start using to think of your ideal teammate. So the next question I want you guys to answer is we're going to expand further on this list, and I want you guys to take a minute when I start the timer, and I want you to think about in your own skill set, you're in your own business, your own skill sets that God's given you. What are the things you like and enjoy about yourself that you have that serve you well in your business? So what are some of your attributes, some of your characteristics that you like about yourself that you think really serve you in this business? Let's start the timer. Okay, so I want you guys to get on here and unmute yourself and share some of the things that you wrote down about yourself so we can all learn.
Go ahead.
I put on mine honest, competent, confident, happy, and true to my word.
Okay, great.
Helpful, caring, not afraid to talk to people, passionate and honest.
What was the last one?
Honest.
Okay.
I put, oh, go ahead.
Oh.
Okay, I'll go. I put that I'm a connector. I have a heart to see people pain-free. I enjoy seeing people grow, and I like change.
Okay.
And I put, I'm passionate, motivated. I care genuinely about people, my spiritual background, and honest.
Some of these are coming up multiple times. I love it. Who else wants to share?
I have a strong belief in the product, goal-oriented, faith first and honest, and driven.
Awesome. Let's see what I put. I put I'm a hard worker. I am optimistic. I am a people person. I am bold, caring, faith first, and natural leader. Okay, so great. So the next exercise, we're going to talk about, I want you guys to write down some skill sets or areas that you would like to improve on, or areas of weakness in your business or organization that someone else could fill in those gaps. So for example, if you're terrible at organization, like bringing on a teammate who's super organized and who can help plan things for your team and run things for your team, and or if you feel like you're still working on your leadership, bringing on someone who's a natural leader to spearhead things and you can be the behind the scenes person. Or if you feel like maybe, you're not very creative, like you can implement, but you're not going to be creating cool posters and coming up with out of the box ideas, but you would love someone who could do that and bring that energy to your team. So those are just some examples. And I'm going to give you guys a minute to think about just some areas of weakness or some skill sets that you'd like to improve on, or that you would like to attract someone to your team that has something that could fill in some gaps. Get the timer going. Okay. So who wants to share something that, let me get my screen. an area that you feel like would be an asset to your team because maybe it's not your natural bent or something that maybe your team doesn't have currently.
I'll go for this one. I put, well, what I think I'm needing to improve in is boldness. Tech or social media savvy. It would be nice to have somebody that's, I mean, I do have people on my team that are this way, but that would be something to draw more. And then accountability. Somebody who spurs me on.
Okay.
I put down social media guru, i.e. Instagram,
Social media guru and what?
i.e. Instagram.
Oh.
That one, yeah, that one there just, and then someone to help me do better at speaking about the business. I got the product now, but man, the business is just, for whatever reason. And then I put down accountability as well.
Awesome.
I put down organizing and planning. Just like positivity, just like constant positivity, and somebody who is like just naturally fearless, because that's something that like I struggle with sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Who else? Anybody else want to share something? I put creative thinker, someone local to host, someone who likes to host events. I like to, but I really want to attract other people that want to do that locally, so that I can pour in and build up someone in that area. I also put social media savvy. I feel like it's an area that I love and I've been good at, but I also think there's so much that I don't know and so much room for growth. And there's people who are like, you know, have 20,000 followers. And so I want one of those people on my team, you know. I want someone who's not afraid to recruit up, and someone who doesn't care what other people think. All right, so we have a long, pretty good list going here. And, one of the benefits of this is you can look at this, what you want in someone else, from so many different perspectives. And a lot of times just to articulate what we want from someone is hard. Or what we're looking for can be hard, and we can only think of one or two adjectives. And so this is going to get your creative juices flowing and open your mind to the possibilities of who you can bring onto your team. And so for this next exercise, you're going to need either 5 pieces of paper or 1 page that's sectioned off into 5 sections, or maybe you draw 5 circles on a page, whatever sounds easy or comfortable for you. And what we're going to do next is we're going to build out our 5 dream team members. And this may not be someone that you currently know. I think that's surprising to people. But, and I think it's actually likely that you don't know this person yet, which is, not what you think. Because when I look back at the people who rose up on my team to make sales coordinator, several of my sales coordinators I didn't even know when I started this business, which is pretty cool to think about. There's some of them that, I've known from college or the past, but there's several of them that I didn't even know whenever I got into this business. And so I had to dream up what I wanted in my team and find these people. And so that's the cool part about this is tonight we're going to create these profiles of people that we want to attract and bring onto our team. And so what's interesting is when you start to really put words and a vision around the type of people that you want, you start to picture them and know what they think and how they act and what they do, it starts to become at the forefront of your mind, at the top of your mind. And just naturally by the laws of attraction, you are going to be able to attract the people that you're thinking about that are on the top of your mind, because that's how it plays out. You're going to start noticing people who fit the mold because you're ingrained and you've seen and you've thought about and you've experienced in your mind like what this person is like. And so you're going to naturally draw those people to you and gravitate towards those people. It's nothing different than what athletes do. Olympic athletes and professional athletes, they do a lot of visualization. They visualize themselves running across that finish line or catching that touchdown or, finishing that swim. They visualize their success, and we need to do the same. I mean, we're on a race in our faith and we're on a race in our work, and we want to finish well, and we want to envision the people that we want to bring onto our team. And so the next exercise is going to be about creating 5 profiles of specific people. Be as specific as you can, people that you want to attract to our mission and to your business. And so I'm going to give you guys an example, and I want your wheels to start turning and you start thinking of, I don't expect you to think of 5 people right now, but I want you to think of one specific type of person. And I'll give you my example. So my example is and this is my vision for what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a very influential mom in my social network, in my community, who has great rapport and an established network since I'm new to town and I'm just building my relationships and my influence. I want someone who is influential currently, someone who is confident enough to really take a step out of her comfort zone and be able to impact a big group of people in our community, because here in East Texas, people really need it. And we need an epidemic of health here. And so I know that partnering with this person will make a much bigger impact faster. So that's my vision for what this person is. It's a mom. It's someone who has a big network, who's influential in our community, who has great relationships, someone who can step out and make a big impact in our community. And some of her attributes, she's a solid person. She's genuine, positive, magnetic. She's a hard worker. She's focused. She's beautiful. She's health-minded. She's committed to she's committed and is a long-term player in my organization. So all of these attributes, you can kind of picture what this person is, right? Just by kind of detailing out these things, you probably could think of someone that comes to mind in your community that's this person. And so I want you guys to take a few minutes now and come up with one persona or one profile in your mind of someone that you would like to be on your team. Another example, I'm not going to go into detail on it, but another example could be one of my friends said she really wanted a pediatrician who was forward thinking, who wanted to stop childhood disease early on and you focus on wellness and prevention, and someone who's proactive to join her team and partner on this mission with her. And she said she had that persona in her mind for years, and she just met her. Like at a networking event, she met this other physician who already took Juice Plus or someone else, and she could have been like, oh, okay, that's not the person. But instead she said, hey, you know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for a pediatrician, physician who is X, Y, and Z. Do you know anyone who might fit that bill? And she said, actually, I do. Let me connect you to her. And that physician came to see Mitra Ray with her, Dr. Mitra Ray's event with her. And so she could have just been like, oh, shut down because that physician she met was already on the product, but she went the next step and she was asking and seeking what she had already envisioned. And it might have taken a couple years, but that person came into her life and she was ready. So I want you guys to think of someone specific, and I'll give you about 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 on this one, and then we'll wrap up. Okay. Does anyone want to share?
Okay, I'll go. I want to, I'm looking for more baby boomers, people my age, with or without grandkids. I want that person to be very outgoing, likes to have fun business-wise and outside of business.
What'd you say? What'd you say before outside of business?
Outgoing, like to have fun. Who likes to have fun with the business and outside of business. I'd like to have a nurse or a doctor, only because I don't have that background.
Was this a different profile or same one?
Well, I guess it would be a different one. Yeah,
Okay.
I put 2 in there.
That's okay. What'd you say?
A nurse or a doctor. Since I don't have the medical background, it would be great to have on the team. to have a great networking group that we can tackle into.
What was that? Sorry, you cut out.
A great networking group that we can jump into.
Mhm. Awesome. Who else wants to share?
I have 3 of them.
Okay.
I'm looking for moms like myself who are passionate about health and are more holistic minded, connected in the church community, and want to enact change among other moms. My second would be a church leader that is passionate about changing health in the congregation, that has contagious positivity and is genuine.
Contagious what?
Positivity.
Okay.
And my last one is I'd like to have.
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
What did you say after contagious positivity?
Sorry, and is genuine.
Okay. Okay.
My last one is I'd love to have a fitness leader or professional that is passionate about real food and fitness, not synthetic things, and is well educated.
Awesome. Who else wants to share? Because these are going to be helpful. I'm going to basically take all these and I'm going to share them with our team so that other people can, take this and use it as a base or an example.
Okay, I'm looking for a chiropractor, someone who's a forward thinker, has an interest in nutrition and whole food, either an interest or is already savvy in, who's not afraid to share Juice Plus, that they desire all their patients to implement this into their treatment plan. They're easy to work with. They have a large practice.
I know I missed something, but
That's okay. Sorry, I went fast. No, that's right. Easy to work with, has a large practice. They're a believer and they see God as the healer and themselves as just a resource or a tool.
Okay, what did I miss? Forward thinker, something around here?
It's an interest in whole food or nutrition. They're either, let's see, not afraid to share Juice Plus, desires to work and they see the benefit of Juice Plus in decreasing inflammation to their patients. So that's part of implementing into their patient plan, their treatment plan.
They see the benefit of Juice Plus reducing inflammation?
Yeah.
Okay, just leave it at that. Okay. Awesome. Anybody else have one they really want to share? Otherwise, we'll wrap up. Okay. So basically, doing this exercise helps you articulate the valuable skill sets that you want. What I would recommend is to flesh these out, the ones that you started tonight, and then build upon them. And then I want you, so these are what you're envisioning, and I want you to below write out the attributes, like how I said, like solid, genuine, positive, magnetic, hard worker. I want you to kind of write out some of the attributes underneath that you guys want for these people. And so the goal is to have 5 different ones, and these are going to be the 5 leaders you're looking for to raise you up to National Marketing Director and beyond. And then there's doing this, gives you, I think there's a freedom that happens when you know what you want and you're able to verbalize what you want. You're not being as much, it helps you not be reactive, but proactive. So instead of just taking what comes as far as team, it helps you go after what you truly want and what's truly going to serve you and others well. It's so much more powerful. It gives you that abundance mentality versus the limiting beliefs. If you haven't attracted people so far, or you don't have a big team, you might have limiting beliefs about attracting the right team. But so this is going to help you break through that. And just remember, you probably don't know this person yet. So you need to put your radars up. You need to be looking and believing and envisioning this person on your team. And then the last thing you're going to do is you're going to take these 5 profiles, whether it's 1 sheet or 5, and you're going to put them up where you can see them daily, where you can read these attributes, you can read this description, and speak them into existence. You're going to speak them, just like the affirmations about yourself, you're going to speak these people into your team. And so it might take 2 days, it may take 2 years, but if you don't know what you're going for, it's really hard to find what you really want and the right people that you're looking for. So I will take this and I will share it tomorrow on our team page. But do any of you guys have any thoughts or questions? Was this helpful for you guys? Was it helpful?
Very much so.
Awesome.
Yes, great.
Good.
That was great.
Thank you guys for being obliging me and being interactive. I think it's so helpful, and really appreciate your feedback. And I'll be posting this tomorrow along with the recording. So you guys have an awesome Monday night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.